Over time, you develop a connection to your instrument and it becomes an outlet for you, right? So that connection has kind of directed me into where I am now. I'm Ben Warren, and I am the lead singer and rhythm guitarist for the Canadian rock band Sub-Zero Paradise. Growing up, both my parents were teachers. We traveled around a lot because of the nature of my parents. They're both kind of risk-taking, nomadic kind of people, if you will. Was born in Ottawa and eventually ended up moving down to the States, New Hampshire. And then we ended up going to Belize for a short period of time and then back to New York. So I grew up in New York a lot, and then just in the past 7 years here, I've been living in Elgin, Ontario. Music was really an outlet for me. So where a lot of kids were getting like kind of a social experience, right? I was playing guitar, spending a lot of alone time. I was getting to the point where like during a day, I'd practice guitar like 4 or 5 hours a day because that's kind of the only thing you got to do, right? Besides hike or do whatever, and you can only do so much of that. So yeah, over time you develop a connection to your instrument and it becomes an outlet for you, right? So that connection has kind of directed me into where I am now.
These are the moments I live for, the mornings we wake up late.
There's only so much that you can do as a solo artist, in my opinion. And I was particularly limited because yes, I could play guitar and I could write music, but to bring it all together, you need other talented people to kind of help you through it, right? And especially with this newer band that I'm with now, Sub-Zero Paradise, you start to realize that an individual can't accomplish nearly as much as a group of people that gel. So especially now, just playing with other talented musicians, Bryn McDuffie on guitar, Caleb Russell on drums, you really realize how quickly things can come together and how much better things can be when you're playing with other people. So that was kind of my realization in starting a band.
Thought it was impossible to find.
So when you have a bunch of people that are different, that are always butting heads all the time with different ideas, nothing's gonna happen. You're always at a standstill. And I think that's what's so important about having a solid band right now is bouncing ideas off each other and then using the different ideas to create something unique. With this new band, Sub-Zero Paradise, we've managed to do an EP and a very decent start on a new album in a little under a year. So it really shows how important being with the right people is.
And now your head's on my chest.
I was introduced to Caleb Russell just through a mutual connection. And we got together one night just to kind of jam and just see what we would sound like. And we really gelled. And then Caleb introduced me to Bryn McDuffie, who's a phenomenal guitarist, and everything just kind of gelled from there, and we just went from there, and we've had some good success so far, so we're gonna keep doing it.
Ben was kind of the key piece to us because we could create like instrumentals pretty well, and we had some good chemistry there, but as soon as we started to sit down and say, okay, lyrics, nothing came out.
Yeah, that's where we fell apart.
Caleb brought in Ben, and Ben was the guy who could write lyrics and sing, so he was the last piece we needed to get the full sound.
Yeah, he's just got this incredible gift for writing lyrics and melodies and singing and all that. He just does it so naturally. It just amazes me, to be honest, but yeah.
So just being able to play with talented musicians and being able to write music and have people hear that, that's a huge highlight of my life right now.
I will never let go. You're home.